Health span versus lifespan. A lot of people talk about living a long time. They talk about lifespan, but they don't talk about how healthy they want to live. And those are two different things, because you can live a long life with dysfunction and disability, or you can live a long life being completely healthy and then one day you're just gone. And that's what I want, a health span where I live a long time, being able, disease and drug free, being able to be independent the whole time, not relying on others, not relying on a healthcare system, not relying on rehabilitation, not relying on a lot of other people. Self-reliant, very healthy. I'm aware my brain function is good, my money is good, my body is good.
I believe in something called the health span, not a lifespan, a health span. And so that's great if we can get people to live to 90. But if the last 20 years they were in a hospital bed, that's not so great. That's no way to live. So what I'm trying to do is help you extract the most value in the time you're here, right? We should be born. We should really be able to push hard all the way through and then drop dead.
So I want to talk to you here for a second of lifespan versus health span, because they're two different things. So I drew this out here for you. So I want you to consider here that your lifespan is kind of what you see here. So you see age 25, I have 45 there in the center, and then it kind of drops off by age 85. Health span is the health enjoyed during that time. All too often you see people, they hit middle age and you just kind of see them dwindle with their health, where it just gets worse and worse and worse until they're eventually dead. Here's the thing, it doesn't have to be that way. Instead, you can live like this instead, where you live longer. That curve would actually probably be out here, closer to someone becoming close to 100, but healthy during that time, which means that you're almost as fit in your 40s as you were in your 20s, and then that continues well into the 80s. That's what happens when you make an investment in your health. You have to decide that your health is as important or even more important than your business. And when you make that shift, everything changes.
Everyone talks about how they want to live longer, but what does that actually mean? Lifespan is just simply the number of years that you've been alive for. But health span is the number of years where you're healthy and free of disability. And so the problem with our growing population today is that lifespan keeps increasing, but health span can't actually keep up. Just like you can see in my little graph here. So our society has kind of figured out how to increase our lifespan, but how can we increase our health span? One of the biggest things is that we need to prevent major disease-causing events. These are the biggest risk factors for atherosclerosis, which causes myocardial infarction or heart attacks, and also strokes. And here are the biggest risk factors for falls. So I'm going to tell you 5 things you can do based on the literature to help improve your health span. First, you should strength train to improve your muscle mass, insulin sensitivity, and reduce your risk of falls. This can be your Pilates, this can be your resistance training in the gym, this can be just anything where you're bearing a load. Second, you should maintain a healthy BMI, but mostly maintain a healthy body fat percentage. And you can do this by eating mostly whole foods, avoiding ultra processed foods like chips, and exercising regularly. 3 is stay cognitively active. Learn a language, do puzzles regularly. This has been shown to slow the onset of age-related cognitive decline. 4, reduce your stress levels. This is huge. Stress has been shown to increase almost every single disease. Maintain your social connections, meditate, and find ways that you can cope with your perceived stress. 5, ensure adequate vitamin D intake, and also ensuring a high omega-3 to omega-6 fatty ratio through your diet. Omega-3 sources are things like fatty fish. Non-animal sources of that would be something like chia seeds or flax seeds. I hope this was helpful and informative, and if you have any other ideas for videos in the future, let me know in the comments below.